Welcome to the N.y.a show. Let's go. Here we go. Boom. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. I'm hoping everybody can see my screen. Hope you guys had a great week. I had a stressful week, but hey, that's life, baby. And we're going into another week that I cannot complain about, not one bit, at all. Sitting here drinking this Coca-Cola, mango vanilla or something, trying it for like the first time. So I don't do reviews like that. I'll just tell you as I'm going throughout the show how it's hitting. Right now, it's okay. Let's get into tonight my celebrations I want to put up for Kamaru. Kamaru. He Nigerian UFC fighter last night. Now, news came in this morning. I woke up, it was all over my feed when he came in and he hit Buddy and Buddy's soul. Soul hit the streets. So I was very excited to report this, and he's from Nigeria, so support this brother and his win that he got last night. Came out that motherfucker. Dope. This week I am want to bring back down. Used to do before talk about a little music. This K Camp and N.y.a. Life Has Changed. Very dope track. You got a sample on there. Anybody who knows that sample pretty well, you go listen to the song, come on back to the show and let me know what you think about that one, because I definitely like to hear K Camp and N.y.a. He always add the extra touch. So go ahead and listen to Life Has Changed. Corday dropped a 4 or 5 song EP. Get us ready for his album. Album almost done. I believe his album dropped 2019. A lot of people albums dropped 2019. I think that's the last time he dropped. And this song right here called What's Up with Young Thug, out of the songs I listened to off the project, this was one of my favorites. So y'all go and check out my boy Corday new project. It's an EP. Just until, see how he says see you soon. The album is almost done. Moneybagg Yo dropped an entire album, A Gangsta's Pain. I got a few songs from that album. Shot Us, Waukesha, Clear the Air, and Certified Neptunes, where he was able to get Pharrell on the track. Pharrell actually hit up Moneybagg Yo and said, "Yo, you like my favorite artist. I got to get on the album." So that was a cool fact that I learned doing some additional viewing this week, that Pharrell reached out to Moneybagg Yo and they got that done. So shout out to them cats. Those are the songs, like I said, I listed out. Other than the songs that he put out as singles for the project itself, those are the songs that I feel are standout, and it's a solid album. He drops an album every year, and it's a solid project. Now check this out. More than 400 convictions involving suspected racist cop in Virginia could be overturned. Let me just read a little bit of this, and I'll fill y'all in the best I can. More than 400 convictions in Virginia could be overthrown after prosecutors found evidence the arresting cop was racist. Jonathan Freitag, 25, is accused of making up reasons to pull over and planting drugs in their people and pull over people and plant drugs in their vehicles in Fairfax County. The Washington Post reported Freitag has not been criminally charged, though he's being investigated. According to the Post, they allegedly revealed Friday as attorneys worked to free an ex-firefighter sentenced to 3 years in prison based off Freitag's traffic stop. Ellen Wilson, a former DC firefighter, is the only person still locked up based on Freitag's suspected misconduct. They reported Wilson's defense attorneys and county prosecutors both argued for his release Friday. Freitag stopped Wilson, 23-year-old black man, back in 2018, said he was swerving over the yellow line. Freitag then searched Wilson's car and allegedly found guns and drugs. Facing a maximum of 10 years, he took a plea deal. To get out of this. The deal sent Wilson to prison for 3 years, and he lost his job. So here we are. This police officer, they looked over 1,400 stops. When you're looking up stops, is a very clear pattern emerged. Then let's throw some extra things in here. Prosecutors said Freitag was involved in 932 cases during his 3 years as a Fairfax cops. Most of them were low-level cases, but 7 were felonies. In addition to the estimated 400 convictions, 21 pending cases were tossed. He resigned in May 2020 from Fairfax County Police Department, and then was hired in August 2020 by Breville County Sheriff's Office in Florida. But he got canned 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks ago. So he's been working, a working man, was up to 2 weeks ago. And they're going to do investigations into why his record didn't show. How did his record not come up when it came time to do the interview? How did they not see his record and say, yo, what's up with buddy? Yo, and this plays into how you have people inside that will always look out for you. Like I said, it goes for any industry. If you know somebody on the inside, you have a better chance of getting in. Even if you got some BS on you, you still got a better chance of getting in when the important people that you need are at the top. Followed by that, it's amazing to me that we still have these weird conversations nowadays when it comes to police misconduct, because as you can see, there does need to be better research done, because there are over 400 convictions now that have to be turned over that are related to a 25-year-old cop. He couldn't have been working that long. He wasn't an old man, allegedly pulling people over for no reason and playing drugs. Let's look into the police department too. Did they have this Jonathan guy on quotas? Is this confirming quotas in that industry? Was he doing bonuses based off of this? All of these are important things to think about as I looked over this story involving this police officer and these convictions being overturned. Also, a story I want to briefly talk about, I hope to get more into, is the Pentagon mystery, internet mystery now partially solved. Basically what happened, you guys, is that on the day that President Biden was sworn in Florida, a bank announced to the world's computer networks that is now managing a colossal, previously idle chunk of the internet owned by the Department of Defense. This company is taking over a big chunk of data and addresses that the government will now own, that are owned by the Pentagon. But they said, we're wondering how they entrusted the management of this address space to a company that seems to not have existed until September. So that's really funny there. Lando, if you know anything about this additional details with things like this, let me know. Because now they're saying that with sorry, get my words mixed up, but when they acquire this space, all these internet spaces, they can now better protect the internet, search, protect the American people against the known election, Russia and interference, and hopefully give people a chance to just get people off the internet that are, hackers. They want to be able to draw hackers. But the only other thing I'm looking at here, that there's been another company that was in charge of giving over to the government the technology to be able to come up with a fake security certificate to check into people's history on their computer. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot here with this story. Of course, I'm not gonna go over my time this week with you guys, but I did want to say that for them to have so much space, the internet is a big space. The internet is like our mind. We only using this much of it, and then there's the deep web, and then there's even more. So that's what I pulled from this story. It's interesting because now the government has more access to parts of the internet, more access to IP addresses that they can use for their own, that they can use at their own good and for their own reasons, and they don't necessarily have to disclose that information to us. So until next time, it's the N.y.a. Show. We're going to talk more on this, and I hope everybody has a great week. I'm out.